Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in to the completion of day 14 of my water fast, and I'm in the middle of day 15, so I will just compile the 2 days together. I did not upload anything last night, so that's why I'll be covering both days together today. Anywho, the topic that I want to share today is something that struck a sensitive chord, and I heard it on 680, so I'm sure a lot of you heard it on the news this week, and that was the Efsa organization came out stating that Nutella can cause cancer, and that's the European Food Safety Authority. They have done numerous studies on palm oil when it is heated to 395 degrees. And it's refined. It produces GE, which GE is a very well-known carcinogen, so which can cause cancer. So I'm sure that's shocking to some and to some other individuals, who have the mentality everything gives you cancer, and so they don't care and they brush everything under the rug. Everybody reacts to information differently. I get it. But that didn't surprise me, obviously, because I was always more concerned with the fact that palm oil, which is the main ingredient in Nutella, is a huge saturated fat. And if you don't know, just 1 tablespoon of palm oil is 55% of your daily requirement of saturated fat. So that's really bad. And saturated fat, you want to try your best to avoid consuming saturated fat because it does increase your LDL cholesterol in your body, which, can cause heart issues, artery problems. So you put yourself at a higher risk of getting a heart attack or stroke. So palm oil, when it's refined, it's no good. That's why there are a lot of products that contain palm oil. It is produced in insane large amounts every single year. And you can find these things in like margarine, which I don't even touch in my, routine of cooking. I just don't even touch that. So, but I've only discussed the physical issues with, consuming this. So all the health problems with palm oil, but there's a bigger elephant in the room when it comes to palm oil, and the environmental implications of producing palm oil, and the human rights abuse, and just the damages that it's doing to animals. They're losing their habitat. This is a really large problem, and a lot of us are not aware. So I just wanted to throw out some information out there that, food for thought. You can pursue Googling it and start doing your own research, independent research on this topic if you like. But one of the really messed up things that really impacted me a lot is the fact that up to 300 football fields of the forest has to be completely cleared just to make room for palm plantations. That's horrible. It really is. Every single hour. That's huge. And mind you, in those forests, when you're doing something like that, it completely, screws up the ecosystem and there's so many animals that are at risk of becoming extinct. And the Sumatran orangutan is one of those animals. Right now there's, you know, probably less than 6,300 orangutans that live in the Indonesia forest, and in the last 10 years they have decreased by 50%, and that's, you know, a huge factor is because of the clearing of the fields for these palm plantations. So it is an average of 1,000 orangutans die every year because, you know, of loss of habitat. And one thing that really bothered me was that when I was reading this article, which I will leave the link below, in 2006, 1,500 orangutans were completely clubbed to death because of palm workers. That is, it's animal abuse, it's murder. It's not only murdering the forest, but murdering the poor innocent animals that are defenseless. And mind you, there's 45 million people that, I do believe, I wrote it down somewhere here. Yeah, 45 million people live in the Indonesia forest. And in 2011, one of the largest palm oil producers, they went to the extent of using their bulldozers to completely ransack a village that had 40 homes just to clear 40,000 hectares. 40,000 hectares. Now, if you don't know, 1 hectare is 8 acres. That's, wow, 40,000 hectares is a lot of land to clear. That almost sounds like the movie Avatar. How unfair is that? Definitely, when you hear something like that, you realize that these large corporations, they don't care. They just are really concerned with their bottom line. That shows what their why is. Their why is horrible. It's just money. And, you know, you start to ask yourself, do they even have a soul? That it doesn't even hurt them? Like, wow, that, it's insane. Anywho, the orangutan is not the only one that's on the verge of going extinct. There is a tiger that's specifically in the Indonesia forest that is also severely at risk of going extinct because of their habitat is being destroyed. This is also because of clearing the fields. It's increasing the amount of poaching of these various animals. But, you know, another major issue with the palm oil industry is that it actually, in the U.S. Department of Labor's, it is ranked at number 4 for being the worst industry for child labor. And if you want to see more and learn more information on the human rights abuse that is taking place, there's an article that was done in 2013 by Benjamin Skinner. He gets in depth on it, so you guys can Google that if you're interested and just become aware. So palm oil is the main ingredient. That is Nutella. You know, some of you guys are probably going to stop eating it because it's, you know, of the fact that it can cause you cancer. But instead of just boycotting products that use palm oil, I would hope that you would want to not support these companies for a greater reason than just the fact that it has health implications to you, but more standing up to the fact that of what they're doing to our earth, what they're doing to the animals. This is completely unnecessary. These companies need to be held accountable. There is another way to producing palm oil. They don't have to go to the extents that they have gone to. They can find a more balanced way of doing it, because obviously this is not working, and we're going to see we're already seeing the ramifications of how they're running their businesses. But just think of how it's going to be in the next couple of years. The amount of carbon dioxide that's being released because of all these forests that are completely being murdered. So, you know, we may not see all the ramifications, but guess what? Our children and our children's children are going to. And they're going to look back and they're going to say, what did we do? We didn't speak up. We didn't stand up. You know, it takes a large amount of people to just say, you know what? F this shit. We're not going to support you. If we don't support them, we don't buy their products, then they'll be forced to look at themselves and ask, why did we lose these people's support? How can we fix this? You know? And yeah, that just wanted to share some of that information. It's just a little bit, but as I said, I'll leave the links below. Regarding my water fast, I'm feeling great. I managed to keep up with an 8-year-old all day yesterday, going to the movies, running around the mall, and going downtown and shopping and just playing and stuff. We watched a few documentaries to expand her little micro-human brain, and it was fun. So she's so cute. She was asking me about the whole water fasting, because she's obviously aware that I'm not eating because we spent the entire day. So she's wondering how come, you know, I'm feeding her, but I'm not consuming. So I gave her a little bit of information. And today, for day 15 of my water fast, I slept a lot. I woke up late today, and I'm just going to take this day as my day of rest. I'm not going to do much at all. I am just going to be a vegetable. So I think that's highly necessary. My weight loss it's still averaging a pound a day. I don't want to say the amount yet. I want to leave that as the great finale. But I am really enjoying this new look. Everything looks better when I look at myself in the mirror. And a side effect from yesterday, I still had that periods where I would have that foul taste in the back of my throat. I still feel like I'm purging a lot through my glands, my sweat glands predominantly. So obviously it's highly necessary. Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I don't feel weak. I feel like it can last a long time on just water and oxygen at this point. Not really tempted by anything, you know, not at all. I feel extremely in tune with my emotions, and I'm more sensitive, so things can get to me, and I can start crying if I watch something that's really upsetting. Yeah, that's pretty much all my symptoms thus far. So thanks for your support, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and share this information as well. The link that I'll be leaving below regarding the whole palm oil issues, I would really appreciate if you did share that as well. And expand your mind, because really, you know, if you rely on just the marketing that's done out there, they're only trying to sell you a product. They don't really care. A lot of these industries don't care about your health. That's why things like Nutella, they advertise it for mothers to give to their children as a healthy snack, which obviously it is not a healthy snack. So, you know, listen to your gut, use your common sense, and you can really better yourself those ways. So God bless. Have a great afternoon.